Welcome to your ultimate pit stop, Piston Pundit. Today, we're diving into a topic that's shaking up Europe's industrial foundations like never before. The continent that once roared with the hum of factories and innovation now finds itself grappling with forces threatening its industrial might. Energy crises, green ambitions, and fierce global competition are just the tip of the iceberg. Let's break it down with 7 compelling reasons behind this dramatic decline. Reason number 7, the energy crisis wrecking industries. Europe's energy landscape has shifted dramatically, with power costs doubling compared to the US by 2023, according to the International Energy Agency. This spike, driven by the transition from affordable Russian gas to expensive liquefied natural gas, LNG, has severely impacted energy-intensive industries like steel, chemicals, and automotive manufacturing. Germany, Europe's industrial powerhouse, has been hit hardest, facing plant closures, production slowdowns, and restructured investment strategies. High energy costs not only inflate operational expenses, but also introduce volatility, complicating long-term planning and global competitiveness. The EU's ambitious climate goals further strain industries, adding regulatory and financial burdens. Companies struggle to balance sustainability with economic survival. Without strategic energy investments and policy reforms, Europe risks losing industrial ground, shrinking its global market share and economic influence. Reason number 6, the price of going green. The European Green Deal, with its vision of a carbon-neutral continent by 2050, might be a win for the planet, but it's a costly climb for industrial players. Transitioning to renewable energy and complying with emissions standards demands colossal investment. Take industries like steel and chemicals, already reeling from thin profit margins. The cost of cleaner technologies and stricter regulations has driven some companies to move operations to countries with laxer rules, creating what's ominously termed carbon leakage. Ironically, this undermines global climate goals by shifting emissions elsewhere. This isn't just about money, it's also about uncertainty. The rapid rollout of environmental policies leaves businesses scrambling to adapt while staying competitive. Without a balanced approach that supports both sustainability and industrial growth, the risk is clear. Europe's green dreams might inadvertently accelerate its industrial decline. Reason number 5, the collapse of Europe's steel backbone. The steel industry, once the cornerstone of European manufacturing, is in a downward spiral. Crushing energy costs, cutthroat competition from cheaper producers, and a global oversupply of steel have combined to erode profitability. To make matters worse, stringent environmental mandates require massive investments in green steel production. For many companies, the numbers just don't add up, leading to shuttered plants and massive layoffs. This isn't just a blow to the steel sector, it's a domino effect, impacting industries like construction, automotive, and machinery. There's hope in innovation, but scaling green steel technologies requires both financial muscle and time. Without targeted policies and investments to address energy costs and global competition, Europe risks watching its steel industry fade into history. Before we delve deeper, do us a favor and smash that like and subscribe button. This helps us reach more auto enthusiasts just like you. Now let's shift gears and steer towards our next point. Reason number 4, the automotive industry's roadblocks. Europe's automotive industry, a symbol of engineering excellence, faces mounting pressure in the shift to electric vehicles. Chinese manufacturers have surged into the European market, offering affordable, advanced EVs, making competition fiercer than ever. European automakers are grappling with high EV production costs, substantial investments in retooling factories, and building charging infrastructure. Supply chain disruptions, particularly in semiconductors and batteries, further compound the challenges, causing delays and inflating costs. Policy uncertainties and inconsistent regulations across markets create additional hurdles, complicating long-term strategies. As a cornerstone of Europe's economy, the automotive sector's decline risks triggering ripple effects on jobs and related industries. To stay competitive, Europe must embrace bold investments, streamlined policies, and innovation to navigate these transformative times. Reason number 3: fragile supply chains. Europe's supply chains have been severely tested by global disruptions like COVID-19, geopolitical tensions, and the war in Ukraine. These challenges have exposed vulnerabilities in industries dependent on interlinked networks, resulting in delays, shortages, and rising costs. Reliance on imported materials, such as semiconductors, rare earth elements, and lithium, further deepens the issue. The semiconductor shortage, for instance, has crippled automotive and electronics production. Dependence on China for rare earth elements leaves Europe vulnerable to economic and geopolitical shifts. The just-in-time manufacturing model, though efficient, intensifies the impact of supply chain bottlenecks during crises. To build resilience, Europe must diversify supply sources, boost domestic production, and invest in essential material reserves. Initiatives like local semiconductor plants and recycling rare earths show promise but require sustained commitment to secure long-term stability. Reason number 2: the innovation gap. Europe, once an innovation leader, is now lagging behind the US and China in cutting-edge technologies like artificial intelligence and robotics. Bureaucratic hurdles, slow decision-making, and limited venture capital stifle progress. Underinvestment in research and development, R&D, further widens the gap, with Europe spending less of its GDP on R&D than global competitors. This reliance on outdated technologies weakens its competitiveness in high-tech sectors. Emerging opportunities like autonomous vehicles and green hydrogen hold promise, but fragmented funding and regulatory challenges hinder growth. Startups, key drivers of innovation, face difficulties securing support. To close the gap, Europe must streamline regulations, boost R&D investments, and support initiatives like the EU Chips Act, ensuring long-term industrial competitiveness and technological advancement. Reason number 1: a leadership crisis. Europe's industrial decline stems from fragmented and ineffective leadership. Unlike the US, which advances bold strategies like the Inflation Reduction Act, Europe's approach is reactive and disjointed, lacking a unified vision among EU member states. National interests often overshadow collective strategies, delaying critical decisions. While major economies like Germany and France advocate for strong industrial policies, smaller nations resist, fearing unequal benefits. This disunity weakens Europe's ability to address global challenges. Additionally, Europe's regulatory environment, though aimed at fairness, hampers growth with prolonged project approvals and inconsistent rules. These obstacles deter investment and innovation, leaving industries struggling to adapt. To reclaim its industrial edge, Europe must prioritize collaboration, simplify regulations, and implement bold, coordinated policies. Without decisive action, its industries risk stagnation and loss of global influence. Verdict: Europe's industrial future at a crossroads. Europe stands at a pivotal moment. Its industrial decline, driven by energy crises, fragile supply chains, outdated technologies, and leadership challenges, signals a need for urgent action. However, the path forward isn't closed. With strong leadership, strategic investments, and a focus on resilience, Europe can rise again. Collaborative efforts among EU member states and public-private partnerships will be vital to overcoming these challenges. The question is, will Europe seize the moment? What do you think? Can Europe reclaim its industrial prowess, or are its factories destined to fade into history? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to subscribe to Piston Pundit for more in-depth industry updates and insights. Thanks for tuning in. See you next time.